Did you know that without the moon, Earth would wobble on its axis, causing drastic shifts in weather and daylight patterns? But what if instead of no moon, we had an identical Earth orbiting as our moon? How would that change things? If the moon were replaced by an Earth of equal mass, the gravitational pull on Earth would double. This extra gravity would intensify the bulge of Earth's oceans facing the moon. In addition, Earth's molten outer core would get pulled more strongly. The changing gravity could also impact the rotation rate over time. Overall, swapping the moon with an identical Earth would significantly alter the gravitational relationship between the two bodies. With an Earth-mass moon, ocean tides on Earth would become much more extreme. The sun already causes tides, but tides are mainly driven by lunar gravity. So doubling the gravitational pull from the moon would boost tide height. Coastlines would experience more frequent and damaging flooding at high tide. Extreme tides would also stir up more powerful currents and turbulence in the oceans. Many maritime activities would face disruption from the dramatic tides caused by having a twin Earth as our moon. Having a luminous Earth orbiting overhead would make nights on our planet drastically different. A fully lit Earth in place of the moon would glow much brighter in the night sky. So when the Earth-moon rose, its reflected light could appear up to 100 times brighter than moonlight. However, the illuminated Earth-moon would still spin on its own axis, so we would experience phases of light and dark on the moon throughout each month. The bright Earth-moon would mean nights on Earth aren't nearly as dark, changing ecosystems and the rhythms of nocturnal or migratory animals. Swapping our moon for an Earth-sized one would also be extremely visible during the day. In the daytime sky, the Earth-moon would appear around 4 times wider than what our current moon looks like. Early civilizations built monuments aligned with the moon, so an Earth-moon would likely have culturally significant effects too. The huge Earth-moon would also seem to move much more slowly across the sky each day. Overall, having a luminous mirrored planet orbiting overhead would lead to an incredibly different visual experience both night and day. Could life develop on the new Earth-moon with nearly identical mass, gravity, atmosphere, and water as Earth? It's possible. But life would struggle with the frequent eclipses blocking sunlight completely, wildly swinging temperatures, and intense tidal forces. Advanced life may have difficulty attaining the stability needed for evolution under an Earth-moon's extreme orbital dynamics. Still, simple microbial extraterrestrial life could potentially emerge in unique niches on an Earth that's orbiting as our closest cosmic next-door neighbor. As we've seen, swapping our moon for an identical Earth could wreak havoc gravitationally, visually, and ecologically, but this thought experiment shows just how finely tuned and dependent life on Earth is on the exact characteristics of our moon. Its size, gravity, and precise orbit seem perfectly balanced to support life's prosperity. Stay tuned to the end for a fascinating fact about how advanced life may have shaped the moon's orbit. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate you taking the time to view our video on this hypothetical Earth-moon scenario. Creating and publishing these astronomy videos requires extensive research, filming, animations, and editing on our part. So we're grateful for every like, comment, subscription, and share. Your interactions really do help the channel. We'd love if you could give this video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Whether it's feedback, future video ideas, or just letting us know one key thing you learned, we want to hear from you. We also greatly appreciate when viewers subscribe and hit the notification icon. That way, you'll get updates whenever we release a new space video. Lastly, please consider passing this video along to others who may find it interesting. Every social media share and person we get discussing the intriguing ideas from our content is extremely valuable. That type of word-of-mouth support is what will allow our small channel to keep growing. Thanks again, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.